Welcome to the Fox 17 Rock and Review on the web and on our YouTube channel. I've got some great friends with me to hear it today. I've got Saul Zonana, who has been on the road with Adrien Belew, played with Ace Frehley, so many other greats, producer, just a great guitarist. And I've also got Mario Martin from Mario Guitars. And I've been trying to cover these Mario guitars for a while, and they're made locally here close to Nashville. And first off, Saul, let's talk about your custom model Serpentine there that, you know, I like the tame paint job, first of all.
Well, I'm always trying to get attention, so this is a great way to do it. But seriously, what I love about, well, first of all, these are my favorite guitars, you know, whatever the color of it is.
You're
I just
right.
love the way they play and feel. But the idea that you can order it any way you want it is why I love doing this with Mario. This is a sparkle light green, sort of Coca-Cola green flake.
Yeah. We call it Coke bottle green.
Coke bottle
actually.
green, yeah. And I've got two TV Jones pickups in here. I've got Wilkinson Trem, a Ghost system with 13-pin connectivity, acoustic, magnetic, push-pull pot, split coil, you name it, Spurzels, you know, whatever you want, whatever you require to play well and feel comfortable,
Right.
you can order it.
Well, and that's also taken from one of Mario's original guitar body designs, right, Mario?
Yeah, that's right. The Serpentine is pretty much our flagship original design. Obviously, you know, we try to cover all of the classics as well,
Right.
and that's what we started out doing, but we're trying to expand a little bit,
Yeah.
slip one under the radar every once in a while, and the Serpentine is something that we're really excited and very proud of.
Very neat body design. You know, I was talking with Saul earlier off camera, and we were talking about how, you know, the Mario guitars is really, you know, your completed guitars, and then the guitar mill, which you also own, is more about parts. And Saul was talking about how he used to just buy parts.
Well, that's how
you
I
know,
met
build-
Mario, was just buying, first I bought a neck, and then I bought the body, and then I just started putting things together myself until I realized I think he could probably put it together a lot better than I can. So I realized, why don't I just decide on the things I want and let him build me a guitar. And the first guitar he ever built me just inspired me to just keep going and keep going. I think I've got one of each. You know, I've Telly,
I think you do.
Strat.
Yeah.
We've got a T Master somewhere. We've got a Jazz Master here. That's a Serpentine that Mario is building me.
Yeah, this is
it's
beautiful
not quite done
paint
yet
job.
with a
Almost
hum in the back.
finished.
Right.
Yep.
And then also we've got this T-style Mario.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I brought that one, and just to show, obviously, this is the one that most folks are most familiar with.
Right.
This was the groundwork was laid on this model, I guess you could say, and of course we do this one.
Well, and I like the attention to detail. You know, the first thing I noticed with this one, Mario, is that using the flathead screws, you know, you've got a lot of the vintage feel, but also you have some of the new things that people like Saul and I like with the compensated bridge here, so you're actually in tune.
Yeah, it's actually intonated.
Yeah, well, yeah, I just, generally speaking, think that pros need to know that these are, you know, grade A, made from scratch. I mean, Mario drives up to his shop with wood.
Right.
Trees, I've seen
well,
it.
and you were talking about some of the wood choices also, and I noticed, you know, having, you know, checked out your guitars here at Saul to where they're lighter than a lot of instruments.
Well, I mean, first of all, again, you know, I'm not 20 years old anymore, you know.
You're 23,
That's
so you need a lighter
there you
I was
guitar.
going to say 29, but thank you. But regardless, though, these are made out of Polonia. I've been ordering them with Polonia wood, and Polonia wood for me tends to, you know, sort of solve the you know, light yet resonant.
Right.
Yeah.
And it works well.
And just to add, you know, we use all the traditional vintage woods, you know, your swamp ash like this one in the middle here, the alders, mahoganies, and so forth. But the Polonia, I'm a big proponent of, and obviously Saul is on board with us now because it is so resonant.
Right.
And the weight of it is just sort of the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
That guitar is about 5 pounds.
I think this is a 5-pound guitar.
That's amazing.
This guitar is probably even a little bit lighter.
Probably.
That Telly is super light, you know.
Well, you know, and also what I noticed, and I know Saul's preference is, I like the shaping of the necks you do too, to where, you know, it's more of a V style. And to me, that's so much easier, you know, to play and everything as you're, you know, doing chords and soloing.
Yeah, me personally, I come from playing bass guitar, so that it's a very comfortable feeling, a familiar feeling when I play with these necks. So, and again, it's just, you know, order it the way you want it.
Totally.
You know, you could bring a neck to Mario that you love. That's what I did originally. Was say I love this neck, and he shaped it to the you know, the neck I wanted.
Right.
So
now, Saul, obviously you've played and recorded with some huge musicians. Now you've got a solo project coming out.
I do. Well, I've always been a solo artist, but this is my 11th solo album release, and it comes out in August, and I'm very, very excited.
And what's the name of it?
The name is called The Escape. That's the name of the album.
I can't wait to hear it and get my copy.
Yeah,
now,
I'm excited.
Now, where can viewers keep up with you online, you know, about your gigs? Because I know you've got a gig coming up soon, too.
We have an after NAMM party show, which you'll get to see most of these guitars. I use them constantly. And it's at Acme Feed and Seed. It's on July 10th at 8 o'clock.
Awesome.
And myself and my band will be out there playing, and it's going to be a great time.
Now, what's your website where people
It's
can find it?
do we still say www? It's saulz.net, saulz.net. It'll get you there.
Very cool. And then also, Mario, while I've got you here, now this is your 10-year reunion, 10-year anniversary coming up in July.
Yeah, actually it is. We started the Guitar Mill 10 years ago in the garage, two-car garage of our home, my wife and I, Shannon.
How incredible.
And our girls were real little then, and we were running around bringing wood in the garage and cutting out bodies. And
yeah, and it all started from you coming to Nashville as a performing artist and then going into the guitar building.
Yeah, I can't say that I was ever smart enough to you know, plan that or anything. That was just something that just fell into place, I guess.
Right.
And it evolved as my career as a singer-songwriter sort of started to slow down and take a back seat, and I was, you know, obviously I needed to get a real job.
Happened for the right reasons. Now, you guys are going to have a after party after NAMM also in a couple weeks, aren't you?
Yes, we are. That's the Saturday, and I'm sure these guys know the dates. We'll mention that later, but we're going to have an open house at the shop. Come on out, you know, Guitar Mill, Mario Guitars. We're in the shop there on downtown Murfreesboro, and just get to see all this stuff being made, get to see a lot of dust flying around.
I'm planning on coming.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, so plan on seeing me there. Well, be sure and check out Saul. Very talented guitarist, great guy, you know, on tour with so many great musicians and with his new album coming out in August. And then Mario Martin, obviously with Mario Guitars and the owner of the Guitar Mill. Thanks for watching the Fox 17 Rockin' Review.